What did you say?
Good night.
You said you threw that in the garbage?
Yeah.
They're police officers. They have no idea what they're talking about right now. You're putting yourself at civil jeopardy. You've been given training on this, right?
No.
I'm taking a stab in the dark here and saying
what we're asking you is that
never read anything regarding the Public Records Act.
Can you remove mask? Because I want to see you. I just.
Why would I?
Yeah, I want to know you.
You want to know me?
I want to submit.
I'm not playing a game with you, Peter. You understand?
Yeah. You play with me.
So did Bob change it last night?
I don't know who Bob is, but
he's the governor.
So
former Attorney General. I'm telling you right now, you better find that public records request.
I will do what
you understand.
Want. Okay, thank you.
I need to see that public records request. If I don't see it, I'm going over to the University of Washington Police Department right now. I will have them come over here and arrest you for a Class C felony for injury to a public record.
What I'm here for is they're asking you to now leave.
Okay, so you guys are going to prevent me from completing my public records request in person. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay,
this is my deal. I want to do what I want. Okay.
You're going to do whatever you want?
What I want. Okay. Have a nice evening.
Oh, Peter, you're climbing a mountain you shouldn't be climbing. That's a long fall. That's a long fall, man. I'll answer that in a second. I do it in my order. I do it in my order, in my way. Yeah, I'd retreat too, man. I'd retreat as well. That's the fear of getting an honest and legitimate answer. Are you somehow involved with public records?
That's not what I'm involved in.
Yeah, I don't need anything from you.
Public safety.
Yeah, I'm perfectly safe. If you want to go out, that's fine.
I want you to go out too, please. Yeah, it's just my office.
I know. It's all of our office. So it's just how it is. You can't demarcate every office as private whimsically. I mean, I get everyone wants to be a king and a queen or whatever, man, but you can't just whimsically do that.
I'm not going to argue.
I am not her assistant. I handle her calendar and I work as an administrative specialist.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. Continue working.
Did you identify yourself as the press?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we just parachute into North Korea? Hey everyone, I am free. It's March 20th, 2025. I am in the city of Seattle, here in King County, in the Communist Empire of Washington State, heading on over to the University of Washington, which, fun fact, has one of its central square locations, which is right near Gerberding Hall, which is where the office of the president is, and it is literally called Red Square.
If you come here, you should have some permission.
Permission to come here?
Yeah, like we don't know you. You got a camera, but we don't know you. And plus, you don't have badge to come here.
It's a public university.
Doesn't matter. Can you remove mask? Because I want to see you. I just.
Why would I?
Yeah, I want to know you.
So we're heading on over there as a follow-up to this story to find out how we can get access to the Public Records Index records officer without having to go through a private building to get there. So, while I got your attention, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bells, you can get my stories right in the release. I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. If you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you guys know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. I'll see you over there in just a moment. I just cannot get over the fact that they call it Red Square here in Washington State at the largest university that they have here. Hello. Guessing this is the executive office of the president. Okay. I'm looking to see if I can speak to someone about some troubles I recently had. I'm looking to find a solution for them.
What kind of troubles?
Well, I ultimately went to inspect a records index for the university and ran across some troubling things. The university apparently rented a private floor within a private building and locked it away, so the records officer isn't available. That's a publicly accessible office by state law, though, so the fact that it's locked is concerning to me.
It's closed. I can go up there and say there's a guy.
Yes, that would be great.
So there's currently nobody on the 4th floor. So
What?
Yeah, there's nobody in there. So
Are you serious?
absolutely.
Completely empty. And the records index, which is supposed to be inspectable by the public at any point in time, was as well not.
Are we being recorded and filmed right now?
You are. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't give my permission for that.
Oh, it's okay. It was already given.
Oh,
On your behalf.
I gave it?
On your behalf, yeah.
Oh, who gave it on behalf?
Oh, it was given a long time ago.
Oh, was it?
About 245 years ago.
Oh, great. Okay.
So,
I think that there's an office that you can contact for public records.
already did. Shocking that there was no response, so now I'm having to come over to that person's boss to see if I can get this resolved.
I don't think it's something that can be resolved right in this minute. They're not,
How many more weeks do I need to wait?
well, I'm getting a very small fragment of your experience, and I
I'm happy to share
don't
more.
own that office, and so
Sure.
I need to just check in with some people. So
Yeah, that's fine.
can I give you my business card? And if you don't hear, do you have a way for me to contact you?
Well, not right at the moment.
So then how would we help you?
Well, I've already been seeking this, and please don't take this as against you because it's the first time meeting you. And
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
I
you
mean,
from anyone else.
we're
So
like secretaries, so
yeah,
we need to
absolutely.
look into things.
But the problem that I'm running across is I've reached out to people already, and I don't think this is a you issue, of course, because like you said, you're a secretary. But the university just seemingly does not want to honor the Public Records Act by their behavior so far, or lack thereof, I should say. And the other issue that I'm having is some pretty terrible employee behavior over at the, I don't know if you call it the U Tower on 11th. It's like the one that's empty now. Yeah. Had some really terrible employee behavior over there that I'd like to address as well. So, like I said, what I don't want to do is I've driven now a second time quite a distance to deal with this. And since I'm not getting response by email, hey, what else do I do?
Well, you have my card now, so you don't want to give me your information. You have my card. The best way for me to help you would be for you to send me an email. Say, hey, I stopped in. I talked to you the other day. This is how to reach me. And then I can try to figure out the right people to help
And I appreciate
you
that.
have the access that you're looking for.
Yeah, I do appreciate your willingness. It's just, this is the second time I've arrived, and I just really need help today. I'm here. It's
I
my
get it.
second time.
I don't think I have a way to get you help today. Like I
Gotcha.
said,
Who else would I talk to?
the public records office is my best answer without doing
Yeah.
a little bit more
And
research
that's
about
part of
what
the problem,
you're
which,
looking for.
embarrassingly enough, for the university, I lucked out in confirming my suspicions. The entire human resources floor in that private building, when I showed up, no one was at work. Not a single soul. The private security guard went upstairs.
Was this recently? Because there's been a switch in buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, this is the current building for HR. The security guard went up there because it's locked, and he came down and he said there is not a soul up there, and also in the U Tower, largely empty. So my concern is that this is going to sound a little weird. They're just not working. I mean, by my confirmation of the security guard saying so, and the lack of response that I'm getting by email, and coming in now twice, it just seems that your human resources department may not actually be working, at all.
I have no way to comment on that one way or the other.
I don't either. I mean,
So,
other than just getting the
my
proof
point
that I
is
have. That's a publicly accessible office by state law, though. So the fact that it's locked is concerning to
It's
me.
closed. I can go up there and say there's a guy.
Yes, that would be great.
So there's currently nobody on the 4th floor.
What?
Yeah, there's nobody in there. So
Are you serious?
absolutely.
Completely empty.
A public records request process, and that is the best way to get access to records. I think that there's an office that you can contact for public records.
Already did.
So if you haven't gone through that process, I highly recommend you try that.
Yeah, well, and
Rather than just showing up in an office and expecting to like pour through files, because a lot of them are electronic.
Sure.
And so that's the process that I'm familiar with that we use. So if you could just do that, that would be great. Also, I get that you think that I gave my permission, but I didn't. And so I gave you my card. You can send an email. That's really the most help I can offer right now. Is you contacting me.
Sure. Yeah, and
if you don't want to, then I don't know how else to help you.
Well, maybe you could give a jingle to the president or, the chancellor, anyone higher than the VP of HR.
I can, but what do I tell them? Someone stopped by and they were mad about this. I mean, it would help if you could send, complaining, right?
Yeah, sure.
But it would be helpful if I knew exactly what you were looking for, and also you sent me an email so we had some way of getting back to you. But right now you're just here filming me.
Well, I have to document it for a variety of reasons. One,
I get that.
The state's just not complying at this point, as in the University of Washington. I don't know why. Obviously,
can we step out here? Is that okay?
No.
Yeah. We're trying to do. There's two of us. I can talk to you, and
sure.
My colleague can get work done.
So,
please.
If you want to go out, that's fine.
I want you to go out too, please.
Yeah,
it's just my office.
I know. It's all of our office. So what I'd like to do is, if you could give a ring to the president, maybe just say, hey, the VPHR is not working or not responding to people.
Yeah.
The index isn't something you actually request. It's actually just a table of contents that says this is where you find something.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, I can let her know, but it would be helpful to have an email. So, but right now, if you could just step out of my office, please.
Well,
Thanks.
hold on a second.
Please.
Right.
All I heard was that she was asking you to step out of the office, that's all.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm still just trying to get assistance. Yeah, she's totally fine. Nothing bad is happening.
I don't think you get to decide whether she's okay. If she's asking you to leave the office, if you could just kind of step out, that would make everybody probably in there.
Well, she said this is the secretary for the president.
Actually, I don't think Rachel is the secretary
you're not.
of the president.
Secretary for the provost.
Oh, good.
You just walked in. That person is not here today. So
it's not surprising. Seems to be a plague these days. So who would I talk to for the office of the president then?
Well, we all share responsibilities here, and I gave you my card, and if you send it to me, I will send it to them. Or if you step out here, I can get you their business card.
I'm physically present though, and like I said, the university is just not responded to the public records issue that I've requested. Yeah. So I'm guessing there's no one in charge that's around today on a Thursday afternoon.
I don't schedule for them, I don't know.
Well, it's not surprising when I discovered that the human resources floor in the private building that the University of Washington rents was completely empty after private security confirmed that on recording. They just weren't at work. Middle of the day, on a work day. Yeah. So is just literally no one here willing to render aid for a person that shows up to deal with a records issue in person?
I don't know about this office. I mean, again, they would probably, I would guess, send you over to public records. So.
Yeah, which aren't at work and are also not responding to emails. Right. Do I just start using Hogwarts level magic to try to summon them, or do I conjure them with wizardly powers?
You're beyond my skills.
Yeah, that's beyond my skills at this point too, because I'm just being sarcastic. I have no wizardly powers. I'm just trying to actually get a hold of this public records process in a way that's subscribed in law, or prescribed in law rather.
I can't find her business cards. I'm so sorry. You have mine. We all sit right in. Yeah. So when I get an email from you, I can just send it to her. I can send it to the president too.
Sure. Yeah. So don't take this the wrong way, but I mean, is there something that you're going to do that all of a sudden convinces the vice president of human resources, who has thus far violated state law, to just all of a sudden decide to reply? It's well beyond the 5 days prescribed in statute to reply, so I mean
I don't know that you have that magic power.
I don't know if I have that power.
Yeah, I don't have the magic powers.
Pass along the message.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Gotcha. So then at that
is
point,
we
they
get a
just
piece of
ignore it,
email
they're gonna ignore it.
And we send it.
You're
yeah.
pass along the message.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll
Which
just
is what I said.
make my way around the university and see if someone else can help me then. Excuse me. Hi, Phil. Hey, I was wondering, I'm trying to get assistance with a records request issue. Haven't been able to get any assistance with it. Do you know who I might be able to talk to? Because I got a hold of the VP of HR. Well, excuse me, I should say I attempted to contact the VP of HR, and I haven't had any luck there. It looks like the president's not around. So.
Yeah, so Public Records reports to Compliance and Risk Services.
Okay. Do you know who's in charge?
Jane Young.
Jane Young?
Jane.
Okay. Do you know where that person works?
I don't.
But I
think they're probably over in the tower somewhere. I don't know.
The U Tower? Or the new one, I guess?
Not the new one. They could be. I couldn't. I'm speculating at this point.
Okay, well, I'll take a look. It's Jane Young, VP of Risk Compliance?
UNG, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Hello. Looking to see, is this the office of the Vice President?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm just trying to get some assistance. I've had a failed public records thing that I'm trying to resolve, and I can't seem to resolve it through HR and Risk and Compliance, so...
I don't have any access to any of those kinds of records.
Oh, yeah, no, to be clear, I'm not actually asking to access the records. I'm just looking to get some assistance from management, because at this point, the university's Human Resources Department isn't responding to anything, so...
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that.
I totally understand you may not. I'm just trying to see if I can find a way to get some help from the Vice President.
She's out of the office for a different meeting, so I'm sorry she's not here.
Is there a point of contact that person has that I might be able to get a hold of? Because at this point, I'm well beyond the period of time that I need to get a response. I'm just looking to get a response.
I'm sorry. At this point, all the emails are on the website, so...
All the emails?
Well, that would be the only point of contact is through email.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not getting a response for that, so I don't know where else to go than like administration.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I handle her calendar.
Okay. Do you know when the Vice President's available next? Maybe set up a meeting?
If you reach out through her email, then we can set up a meeting that way. It's osvp@uw.edu.
I'm standing here and I can't set up an appointment?
Because I need to confirm a few things and I need more information that I'm able to give right now.
Gotcha.
So that would be the most helpful. Is
okay.
If you could send an email then that way, then we can...
Yeah. Yikes. That's a little awkward. I mean, I'm here. Could you maybe reach out to her and then I could come back in a few minutes?
She's on a plane right now. I genuinely can't get a hold of her.
All right. What would be a good day to come back in person?
Genuinely, her calendar is booked for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, sure. And I'm good putting it out beyond that. So I would prefer
if you would send out an email so that way we can properly
So just can't do it in person?
Prioritize it.
No way to do it in person? So it's basically the university is just not going to respond by any means other than email. Is that what I'm hearing from the Vice President's assistant?
I am not her assistant. I handle her calendar and I work as an administrative specialist.
Sure, whatever you want to call it.
At this point in time, that is the process that we have, and
So you're just going to refuse? Okay. I mean, hey, I can't make you do something, so if you're going to refuse, all right, I'll head down to another office. Thanks.
How you doing, sir? My name's Officer John.
Good. How you doing?
Good. How are you? What's your name?
Rather not give it.
Okay. What's your business here today?
I'd rather not discuss my business with you.
Okay. You're being video and audio recorded just like you're recording me.
Okay.
So how can I help you today?
I don't think you have the skill set necessary to help me. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Unless you got a Red Bull. A little thirsty.
Don't have one of those.
Okay.
But is there anything you need in this building? I know you were trying to get the Vice President person to person. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, are you somehow involved with public records?
That's not what I'm involved in.
Yeah, I don't need anything from you.
Public safety.
Yeah, I'm perfectly safe.
Okay.
So,
what's your plan for the rest of the day in this building?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm trying to get assistance.
So how can we help you get assistance?
Don't want to sound sarcastic, but I think we crossed that bridge. There's nothing you can do unless all of a sudden you are a public records specialist, analyst, officer. I don't think you can help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good to go.
Have a good day.
All right. Yeah, you too, man. You got a business card, by the way?
Fresh out.
Fresh out. All right. Wow, they sent a bomb K-9 guy for a public records request?
Are you expecting anybody today?
No, sir.
All right. Is this a closed office?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. We're in a closed office now.
When I'm trying to ask for assistance?
I just figured that out for you. So you can leave this office.
You're just trying to impede my ability to get business done. That's
I'm
pretty
not.
rude,
I'm not
man.
trying to do that.
That's pretty rude. And so,
Sir,
if
I'm sorry, I have a call in 2 minutes.
Jeez.
Thank you.
You have a supervisor? Is that him?
You know.
Is that your supervisor?
I'll get him here first.
All right,
Down to the
thanks.
station, want to go down there?
I'm sorry, what?
Feel free to go right down to the station.
I'm looking for maximum convenience for me. So that would be where I'm standing. Honestly, man, that was starting out okay. That was pretty rude. That was pretty dang rude, man. That
He's
was
on a call.
You don't need to intervene or get involved. You're not
Supervisor's
You're
on the
not
way.
administration's nanny, man.
Supervisor's on the way.
I get that. I just common courtesy, man. Like, you know, probably the thing I would gather, just like my mom and dad taught me, I'm guessing your mom and dad taught you. Common courtesy. You don't need to go in advance of a grown adult and try to prevent them from doing business. The whole nature of your question right there, your interaction with her, was meant to impede me. That's just rude. It's uncalled for, man. Just
It's a private office.
if it was a private office, Officer Johns, it would have been closed.
She
It said
clarified
private
that
office.
as soon as I walked in the door.
As soon as you asked. The whole idea
was
there is you're
clarified.
trying to impede. If it was a private office, you know what they would do? They'd close the door,
Hey, firm.
probably put a sign up or something like that. That's what most adults do, right? And then the notice out to the public is made clear. It's a private office at that point. This is the university just trying to not stick by it complying with state statute for public records. I get it. You guys got jammed up and caught doing things you shouldn't have been doing. Not you specifically, but I mean the university. And now you guys are in damage control. I get it. It sucks, okay? But I mean, this is what the press does. It reports on when you guys do bad stuff. Don't try to be brute squad and shut everything down, man.
It's real simple.
It's
You can't walk around and go into private office.
I absolutely
With a
can
camera.
walk into public offices. That was a public office until she closed it.
I'm not going to argue with that.
I wouldn't argue either, man. It's a losing argument. Good news for you. Public forum doctrine is taught at the University of Washington Law School, which happens to be right here. You might want to go check that out, but that's a public office until it's closed. But you didn't need to facilitate the unnecessary and early closure of it. I mean, what are you just going to follow me around and get every office closed now? Is that the goal here?
We'll see what the supervisor wants to do.
I get it, man. I get that it sucks that you guys got caught, the university, I mean, not you specifically, with your pants down, but just, come on, man. This is ridiculous. The fact that they're literally sending out people with guns and other weapons to try to intimidate the press now when they're just trying to continue working.
The press. You identified yourself as the press?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we just parachute into North Korea?
I don't see any press that says it identifies you as the press.
Gotcha. So fair enough, and I appreciate that you got your.
Just a question. We have identifying marking. You said you're the press. How do you prove you're the press?
Well, happy to answer the question. So, one, you're a public servant. So servants.
I asked you the question. How can I prove that you're the press?
Yeah.
It's a simple question.
I'll answer that in a second.
No,
I do it in my
thank you so
order.
much. Thank you
I
so
do it in
much.
my order, my
All the
way.
way down here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'd retreat too, man. I'd retreat as well. That's the fear of getting an honest and legitimate answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's press. Your press. Officer John's here is press. The lady at the desk behind that door is press. I'm press. Everyone's press. I know this may be a shocker to you guys, but the First Amendment has what's called, or the Bill of Rights has what's called individual liberties, and enshrined in the First Amendment are 5 of those individual liberties: press, religion, all that kind of stuff. You guys are press just as much as I am. It's not a special category. You don't go to school for it. You don't get a badge, or you don't become a Boy Scout press member. And it is a little frustrating when you guys show up seemingly under the guise of being welcoming to the notion of assisting a member of the public, and then you go out of your way to close an office when it wasn't closed. It was open to the public, just like that one was. Now, if they want to close it,
I think we clarified the issue with you going into that room.
I don't think there's any clarification. Public forum doctrine is really simple, Officer Johns. It's really simple.
So is my job.
It's a limited public forum unless there is something that indicates it's not open to the public and you're in a publicly available place. It's open to the public. That's a door, and when doors are open and there's nothing to indicate that you can't go in, like let's say if there was a sign here on the wall that said authorized personnel only, that would probably be indicative of the fact that unless you're authorized and personnel, you can't go in there. Right? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. All right. Are you the supervisor?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Great. Yeah, so I'm wanting to know why Officer John seemingly is trying to jam up my continuing to get my work done here at a public university in a publicly available space in a public office. He's committing prior restraint, and I'd like to know why that's happening.
I'm lost. So what's going on?
So we got a call from someone walking around with a mask throughout the building. He's contacted a lady here looking to make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
They conducted their business. I asked him for his name. He wouldn't give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
He was facing this way, so I walked in front of him, asked the lady inside that office 407 if this was an open space. She said no. He engaged with her. She said, I'm getting ready to take a call. I'm not able to talk right now. So he took that as me impeding him.
You know you got a Fifth Amendment too, right? Just because you're on the clock doesn't mean you don't have a Fifth Amendment.
That seems to be it. Okay, well.
All right, so the issue here is your officer just admitted to the wrongdoing, so.
Well, let me finish and then you
Sure,
can
go ahead. Yeah, absolutely,
okay.
Officer Stewart.
Being in the open spaces is fine. If you're going to enter an office, I would just say be polite and see if people are comfortable with you being in their workspace. If not, I would just ask that you move on.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I can appreciate the request. Social norms tend to impede the ability of the press to actually get their work done in a reasonable, viable way.
Okay.
Oh, so you're one of the First Amendment haters. Gotcha. So you don't like the press?
No, but I have other things to take.
Okay. Well, if you could
and it seems like this isn't a big issue right now.
Well, it is a big issue because actually, if you were aware of the larger situation afoot here, you'd probably understand that it is. But you're not.
Well, we can let him carry on, and if we get a call that he breaches someone's private office, then we'll come back.
Okay? Well, you do understand a private office is marked, right?
So you've been warned, sir. I don't know your name. I'll just call you sir.
What's the warning?
Lieutenant just told you, if we have another call of you wandering into someone's office and they call us, then we'll come back and make contact with you. Okay?
I mean, you can make contact with me all you want. If you want to walk around with me, you can walk around with me. I mean,
I'll be in the area.
I mean, look, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to go and attempt to get further assistance from other administrative staff. That probably means I'm going to have to go into their office and talk to people. So it's just how it is. You can't demarcate every office as private whimsically. I mean, I get everyone wants to be a king and a queen or whatever, man, but you can't just whimsically do that.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I wouldn't either. It's a losing argument. If it's an open office, it's an open office. I mean, that's just all that it is. Wow. And now they're closing all of the offices. That's shocking. So what we've got here is the University of Washington has violated the Public Records Act, and now what the University of Washington's police department is doing is going around shutting everything down so that a member of the press can't report on their violation of the Public Records Act. So they're literally using people with weapons to go around and coerce people into closing their offices so that way the university can't continue exposing its liability for violating the Records Act. Wow. And here we go. Everything is closed because they don't want to assist in person. Yeah, look at this. So if you notice, when I came in, this office right here was completely open to the public for student life. They've closed it down now. So now that they have refused to respond to a Public Records Act for the 5 days is accounted for in RCW 4256-520, these people right here are closing everything down to make sure that you can't get any assistance. They've closed everything up on the 3rd and 4th floor. The 2nd floor for the Marketing and Communications office has been is open, but I know they are not able to assist. So that's basically what we've got here at Red Square. I mean, how appropriate that they've got it called Red Square here at the University of Washington, completely making it impossible here with the administrative building for purposes of getting any answers to this public records request.
So
that's well, you know, officer, if you had been willing to have an appropriate conversation earlier, yes, but I've already gone there. There's physically no one there.
Where was that?
I went to the Brooklyn Avenue one. So when you're looking at the old U Tower, you know, the one that's basically empty now, that one across the street, there's the new building that the University of Washington just got done putting up, and then there's one north of it, just north of it. It's connected. I think it's called the Lincoln Building or something like that. That building on the 4th floor is where Human Resources is. And I know you'll be shocked by this because Washington State employees love working their bums off, but it was completely empty because private security went up there, and guess what they said? Not a soul in sight. That's a publicly accessible office by state law, though, so the fact that it's locked is concerning to me.
It's closed, yes. I can go up there and say there's a guy.
Yes, that would be great.
So there's currently nobody on the 4th floor. So
What?
Yeah, there's nobody in there. So
Are you serious?
absolutely.
Completely empty. Not one, not even a janitor was up there. They're just not working. They're not at work. That's what I'm reporting on. The University of Washington has failed to respond to my records request.
Have you sent an email?
Yes, and they've failed to respond to that. It's over 3 weeks due now. Haven't responded to it at all. Violating Section 520. What would be nice?
It's what you needed today.
Well, it's because you impeded my ability to get it done, Officer Johns. And that's the point here, Washington State. For all you taxpayers out there, the enormous amount of money that you're paying for all of this, the enormous amount of money that you're paying for all of this is a whimsical determination of whether the service will be provided to you or not. And that is if you're playing on team government. If you're not playing on team government, you are not going to get any assistance. So that's the problem here. So that's my follow-up for the University of Washington story over at the U Tower. Unfortunately, I think this is where we knew things were going to go, but you know, I got to get out here and actually prove it. I got to show that the university is not going to respond to a public records request. I've got to show that they are not going to assist you in person. They are not going to assist you by way of phone. So if you can't phone call them, if you can't email them, and if you can't show up in person and get assistance, how do you get assistance? That's the story here. So if you like my journalism, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that all notifications bell so you can get my stories right when they release. You can follow me on X, and I am Free Auditing, on Facebook, and in Auditing Media. If you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you guys know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next location. Bye for now.